Welcome to Lesson 2. This lesson will cover the ways in which Blackboard instructors can pass information on to their students. Here is the home screen for another sample course, one in which we are currently logged in as an instructor rather than as a student. It looks quite similar to the course we viewed in the last session. Same tabs across the top, same location of buttons on the side, same announcements in the middle of the screen. But this time, we have access to the control panel. The control panel is like the motherboard of a Blackboard course, where all the behind-the-scenes work is done. To enter your control panel, simply click on the words Control Panel in the box on the left-hand side of the screen. Here in the control panel, we can see 6 separate modules, each of which contains items that perform a similar function. For this lesson, we will be doing all our work with items in the Course Tools module. The first tool we will use is the Announcements tool. Remember those announcements on the home screen for our course? This tool allows instructors to add such timely messages for their students. It is one of the best ways of communicating with students, since these announcements will appear on the first screen students see when they enter a course. To add an announcement, I click on the words Announcement in the Course Tools module. As you can see, this course already has at least one announcement in it. I can see all of the announcements by clicking on the View All tab. Unless they are specifically permanent announcements, most announcements stay visible on the main tab for 7 days before cycling back to the archives available from the View All tab. If we want to add a new announcement, we simply click the Add Announcement button, the one with the small plus sign towards the top of the screen. Here on the Add Announcement screen, we will type in the subject and body of our announcement. There are many formatting options available for announcements, including bold, italic, text color, or pictures that can be added to an announcement, but for now, we'll just stick with plain text. After typing our announcement, we'll double-check the announcement options. As a general rule in Blackboard, you can go with the default settings for any options screen, and that's the case here. We don't want to make this a permanent announcement, set date restrictions, or attach any items to the announcement, so we will simply click Submit at the bottom of the screen. This receipt page tells us that we were successful. Simply click OK, and we'll see that our announcement has been posted. From this screen, we can do one of two things. We can click OK again to return to the control panel, or we can click on the course name right above the Announcements heading to return to the home screen for the course. Let's use this link to return to the home screen for the course to view the announcement we just created. The next tool we will look at is the Email tool. With this tool, one can email all the users in a course or pick and choose individuals to email. We will access email from the Tools module in the control panel. I'll click Send Email to bring up a list of email options. For this example, we'll use the /select users option, though all of these options function in similar ways. To select a user from this list, click their name in the Available to Select box, and click the arrow to move them to the Selected box. Once we've selected the individuals to receive our email, we type the subject, type the email message, and click Submit. Our email receipt tells us the message was sent successfully, and clicking OK returns us to the Send Email Options list. Each of these options will take you to a screen and process similar to, though possibly less complicated than, the one we just completed. If you click All Users, for example, you will not be able to choose which individuals receive your email. You will simply type your message and it will be sent to everyone that's enrolled in the class. By default, emails sent through Blackboard go to whatever email address the students have entered in the Blackboard system. For most Bellevue students, this is their bellevue.edu email account. Please stress to your students the importance of knowing and checking the email that is entered in the Blackboard system, as this is where they will be receiving other important communications from Bellevue University. From here, we can click OK to return to the control panel, or on the course title at the top to return to the main screen. As before, we're going to return to the main course announcements screen by clicking on the course title at the top. Our final topic for Lesson 2 is the discussion board. Discussion boards are places where students and instructors can have asynchronous online debates and discussions about any topic chosen by the instructor. As a Blackboard instructor, you will be monitoring and posting to the discussion boards as your main means of communication with students. Let's enter the discussion board for this course via the control panel. After clicking on the discussion board link in the Tools module, I'll click on the title of the course from the discussion board list. This brings up a list of all the forums or subsets of the discussion board. Forums are instructor-created collections of posts on a specific topic. Students cannot create forums, but forums are necessary for students to participate in discussions. To view a specific forum, we'll click on that forum's name from the list. Inside the forum, we see a list of all the discussion threads within that forum. Each thread may have one or more individual posts within it and responding to it. If there is a small plus sign in front of a thread subject, you can click on that plus sign to expand the thread and see all the responses. To see an actual post, we'll simply click on the underlined subject of that post. After clicking on the subject of the post, we arrive at the thread details screen. You can explore all the sorting, flagging, and collecting options available to you here, but for now we'll just stick to the basics, reading and replying. The actual text of the post appears in the bottom box, with the subject appearing at both the top and bottom of the box. When we want to reply to a post, we'll simply click one of the 3 reply buttons on the thread details screen. This brings up a text box that looks similar to both the announcement and email text boxes we have already used in this lesson. We'll type our message in the center box, and if we don't want to attach a file from our computer, we'll click Submit. Back at the discussion board, we can see where the statement we just posted appears. Now let's say we want to add an original thread within this forum. This will start a brand new thread from which replies can be generated. To do that, we'll click the Add Thread button, which looks very similar to the Add Announcement or Add Forum button, and we'll find ourselves on a screen that looks very similar to the reply screen, the announcement screen, and the email screen. After typing in a subject and message, clicking the Submit button will again take us to the forum where we started. We have other more advanced options on this screen, including collecting, flagging, and marking selected posts, and switching from our current view, known as Tree View, to the non-expandable List View and back. A final note on the discussion board before this lesson comes to a close. Online instructors at Bellevue University are expected to facilitate active learning in which students are active participants, and the discussion board is a main part of how that is accomplished in an online course. For this reason, instructors are required to check the discussion boards and their email regularly and provide online feedback to students in no less than 48 hours. Instructors are also required to monitor their students' attendance and report any students that may not be actively participating in the course. In the next lesson, we will show you some simple ways that Blackboard helps you to accomplish this. This concludes Lesson 2. In this lesson, we have used the announcement tool, the email tool, and the discussion board, all ways in which instructors can share information with students. Our next lesson will deal with facilitating student assessment and monitoring student participation.